So let's get started by creating our project folder again. So new folder, and we're going to go in here 07 dash, we're going to call this light and dark mode. So light and dark mode. I'm going to copy this, copy it, and within here we're going to create our very first file, which is going to be, paste this in here, and it's going to be the first component, also JSX. And you know what? I messed up here. Let me just quickly change this. So this should be light dash, and so all lowercase letters, dark and dash and mode. There we go, much better. Okay, let's RFC. Let's create a functional component and also export it, and let's also integrate it within our app. So down here we're going to import our light and dark mode. Okay, close it up, and there we go. It should be imported up here. Always check if it is imported, and then you should see it already appearing. Come on, why aren't you appearing? Light and dark mode, light and dark mode. This is returning a div because I didn't hit save. I'm always forgetting to hit save on my very first component. Okay, I'm going to start very simply. First of all, let's create another file here. There's going to be another component. Let's say we're going to create here a blog. Just imagine that you have a blog and you wish to import that blog within here. Okay, so JSX, RFC, and we're going to return here a block component, and the block component will return a div with a class of container, and also import the block component here. So I'm going to delete this and import the blog and close it up. Okay, so we're seeing here blog. Let's go back to our blog file. I'm also going to close up the Explorer window on the left side. So move back to the blog file and add here also padding. Now instead of blog, we're going to import our title component. So title, and obviously it's not importing it here. So let's import it up here, title from, and 2 levels up, components and / title. Now let's add this text here as blog. So instead of blog here, we're going to add it in here within quotations, and we have our blog as a title up here. Also, we're going to add to this my blog width and theme, and I'm going to leave this theme as it is. Just for now, I'm going to leave it as a string, and then capital theme. Okay, let's leave it as it is. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to pass in here theme as a variable, basically as a prop. So we need to turn this into backticks, this into backticks. It's going to be much simpler if you see it this way. They will understand it on the fly. So we're going to pass this theme in here. Let's move down. Next, we're going to have a span tag, which is going to contain a button. But I need this span tag because I want to position my button. You know what? Let's insert first of all the button. So within here, we're going to have a button. For this, we're going to import the button component. So wait just a second, select both of them, button. I'm going a bit quicker in this project, okay? Now let's import our button here, or let's use it. Button, there's the button, and I want to move it up here to the right side. So basically I need to, because I can pass style into this. Well, you could pass style. If I would have passed style into my button component as a prop, then I could use style as a style prop and pass everything that I pass in here as a style will be passed then down to that button. But I'm not going to do that because I really rarely pass styles into buttons. So only in this case, I'm going to wrap the button in a span tag, and I'm going to position this absolute. I'm going to position it where? Well, we're going to position it from the top 10 units, and from the, wait a second, was it from the right side? Right side also 10 units, and it should be up here. Okay, we can click it and nothing happens. Okay, instead of click, I want to pass to the button a text. So btn, I think I changed this to text, and we're going to pass in here basically the same thing that I passed up here. So I'm going to change this to a theme. Okay, so I'm going to pass down the theme here. There we go. So because there is no theme, then the text is still click, and that's it for the button for now. And let's also add here a paragraph tag with just some lorem ipsum. Okay, that's it. Okay, now this is a component. It has a prop of theme. Now we could take this theme, go back to a light mode, and let's say that I want to pass in here a theme. And let's just say I'm going to pass in here light mode. So light, just a string of light. what will happen? Well, instead of this undefined and instead of this clicks, I'm going to have light. Simple, isn't it? Okay, now I don't want to. Okay, next I'm going to import useState. So use useState, and I could use here the state. Just destructure const, and let's destructure here theme and set theme. Okay, I'm going to set this to useState, and I'm going to use here the string of light. And basically, if I would pass down theme here, then I would still have light. If I would change this to dark, then I would have dark. So until now, nothing new under the sun. I could also pass down here a onClick event to the button component and click this and create here a handler. And on the click, I would change this to dark and this to dark and light and so far and so on. And also add a couple of properties to them. The only problem with this would be that it would be the same state for multiple components. If I would have multiple components, then it would be the same state. So what we're going to do now is use context, which is going to have individual context for individual components. So next up, let's use context.